안녕하세요. Hello, welcome back to my virtual classroom. If you don't know already, my name is Miss Kathleen, and today we're going to be utilizing what we learned last week to make fun stuff this week. So for this lesson, I will be showing you how to apply your pressed flowers in two different ways. First way is to adhere them to paper, so you can make bookmarks and cards and anything you want really on paper. The second way is to preserve them in hot glue, so you can make like faux wax seals or little trinkets that you want to keep. So this activity is great for any age, but adult supervision is necessary. It is irrefutable, it is essential for this lesson. So pause right now, pause this video right now, go grab an adult, and when you come back, we can get started. So again, I'm going to show the Louisiana state standards that are applicable to this lesson. Now let's get into the lesson. So the first lesson is going to be flowers on paper. So you will need any one of your pressed flowers from last week, any type of paper you want to put your flowers on. It could be cardstock, it could be poster board paper, it could be manila folders, it could be regular lined paper or white copy paper or even graph paper. Some clear tape, scissors, and a regular flat pencil. Now let's begin. So for my bookmark, I have my piece of paper. This is a poster board that I've cut, and I've got my pressed flower that I want to use on top of it. And I'm just going to place it on top very carefully. Alright. Now it's up to you if you want to add more leaves or whatever you want on top. It's your choice. So here I just wanted to give you another angle so you can actually see what I'm doing. So you're going to take your tape and you're going to start by taping down to the table or whatever surface you're on and the card itself. I like taping the bottom and rolling up, but you can try to do your top part first. I don't think it matters. So we're gonna line it up so that the whole tape is covering the paper. And just tape it down for now. Next, at this point, while it is taped to the table, you're going to insert your pencil in between the tape and the roll, and you're going to push your pencil forward that way so the tape can slowly roll onto the flower and paper. Now it is easier with a little bit of help so that one person can push and the other person can roll out the tape, but obviously it's possible to do it by yourself. Now that your tape has made it to the end of your piece of paper, I'm just going to cut it off. So now that you have the tape completely covering your paper and your flower, I'm just going to take it off of the table. And now we're going to start trying to press all of the air bubbles out as much as you can. So I've got a little bit of air bubbles where the flowers are, so I'm going to try to push that to the edge as much as I can so that it lays flat. So I have a notebook here so you can actually see what I'm doing, but obviously you don't need a notebook on the bottom. So now what we're going to do is press all of the extra tape on the sides to the back of it. But before you do that, you need to cut little slits onto where all the corners are so that it won't overlap. Alright, I've got my slits cut now, and now I'm going to use my surface to help me bend the tape backwards. So I'm going to flip it upside down, and I want to bend this piece of tape back, so I'm going to fold it using the table like so. I'm going to press it down. So you should have this extra bit that you've cut on each side, so I'm going to do that with the other side now too. The last bit is this straight edge. Now as you can see, we have some extra tape on both sides, so I don't want to fold it over on the front of it because I don't think it looks good. So I'm just gonna cut it off with some scissors. So what if you have a curved edge? So all these edges are pretty straight, so these are easy to fold over. But if you have a curved edge, it's a little bit different, and you would have to make more slits like this in this direction, just angled a little bit so that when you fold it over, it lays actually straight. I'm going to show you that right now. Alright, so as you can see, I've cut little diagonal lines on this curved edge, and I'm going to be folding it back one by one so that it lays flat. Alright, and again I have these little end pieces, so I'm just going to cut those off and we should be finished. Now I'm going to show you how to make faux wax seals with your flowers. To make the faux wax seal or hot glue gun trinket, you will need your pressed flowers, some seals that are flat, but obviously not everybody has this, so a great alternative to those would be any type of heat-resistant glass jar. This is an old candle jar that I've been using the bottom of, and you will need 2 of these. So I'm just going to be using this petri dish so that you can see. You will need a hot glue gun and some glue sticks. Let's get started. So to make the wax seal, we are going to be using the bottom of the candle jar. We're going to apply a generous amount of hot glue onto it. And after that, we're going to take our other flat heat resistant jar and make sure that it is flat. And we'll leave it there until the glue actually dries. It takes about, I don't know, 2 to 5 minutes to dry. It should be quick. So we'll just leave it and then wait. Alright, after it's completely dry, all you have to do is try to take them apart. You might need an adult's help with this. Alright, now that you've taken them apart, you're going to place whatever flower you want in the center on top, and you're going to add more hot glue on top of it. And we're going to do the same thing after you've gave it enough hot glue. Take your other one and we're going to press. Now I would recommend waiting until it's completely dry, about 10 minutes, and you should be okay. So there you have it. Some beautiful creations that you've made from the flowers that you've picked and pressed yourself. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to write them in the comments section. Also, let me know what you decided to make with your flowers. So I hope you had fun creating with me. See you in the next video. 안녕하세요. Goodbye.